Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Vet. I am Brandon, and we're going to have another cars and cigars session for you tonight. It's been an interesting month. It's been an eventful month more than anything. There's a lot to update you guys on. I was going to do it this morning, but I was too busy, even on my day off, tied up doing work stuff. So now that I'm a little settled in, I figured rather than do it normally the way I do with a cigar and a cup of coffee, since we're in the evening, I figured I would have a cigar and something else to drink. So first off, tonight we are going to be smoking a Hemingway signature by Arturo Fuente. Huge shout out to Jack for leaving me two of these on my desk for my birthday while I was away on vacation. Handed me some cigars as a classy move, but especially some Arturo Fuentes. That is a super duper classy move, so thank you so much, Jack. Much appreciated. Also, huge shout out to everybody who brought me cigars at Corvettes at Carlisle, who brought me cigars for some recent car deals. James, Bill, Michael, everybody else. I know I'm probably forgetting a few more off the top of my head, but you guys really blessed me during my birthday month and kind of restocked my humidor a little bit for me, and I've been enjoying those. So thank you so much for that, specifically to Jack on this one, because this is an excellent smoke right here. And to pair with it, since it is such an excellent smoke, I made myself an old fashioned with my favorite bourbon. That is Woodford Reserve's Double Oaked. It's just a little over 90 proof. When I make my old fashions, I like to do it with agave rather than sugar, and also use some chocolate bitters to go with this good rich bourbon. Now, with that being said, let me get this lit up and we will get into our Corvette content as there is much to go over. All right, so um, first of all, it has been, I know, an understandably slow month for me in terms of putting out online content with the channel. That is because of two things. One, I went on vacation for 8 days in the beginning of August. Then I came back for 5 days only to ship off to Corvettes at Carlisle for another 5 days. So between the prep, getting all of my car deals ready, getting them out, have not had as much time for producing content. I apologize to you guys. August has been a slow month, but I definitely have a lot in the queue for you in September. There's a few things that we have coming up. One, we have 2026s on the ground. Models have started to hit our lot, which is exciting because I have an entirely new interior to learn. Plan on doing a deep dive on not only the colors, the new interior trims, and all the fun combinations we can do with that, but also the new infotainment system. It is quite a bit. It looks amazing, but actually had my first one the other day. I sat in it and I called up Dennis. So, Dennis, if you're watching, shout out to you. But said, hey, your car's on the ground. We can start to get the paperwork rolling. And Dennis said, great, I can be there later today. And I said, whoa, we're not going to have the car ready. He said, no problem. I want to come see it. Jumped in the car and said, all right, what's this new screen do? How do I access this? And I said, I got to learn all this right along with you. Chevrolet does not kind of give us any kind of advanced pre-briefing or training. We're going to learn it as we go. So very excited with how it looks. Really excited for the new wireless phone charger layout. Got to see the medium ash gray with habanero stitching interior. Might even be selling one like that, so shout out to Eric. But got to see some of the new interiors at Carlisle, and it's going to be a lot to go over. So bear with me as I learn that. I don't want to just jump right in without knowing anything and kind of fumble it. I'm going to try to take a few days, break away from my existing car deals and my daily task to actually sit in there, play around with it, learn the button reconfiguration. The third screen, it looks like you use the third screen to change the dash layout, whereas you previously did that by drive mode. There's a lot to go over and a lot to learn, so bear with me as I learn along with you, and then I'm sure I will have plenty of content to crank out with that one. Um, In other news, we are replenishing our pre-owned inventory. You guys really did me a solid by helping me sell a lot of them towards the end of July and the beginning of August. Our inventory was a little light for a little bit in terms of pre-owned. While I went away on vacation, and then also while I was away in Carlisle, it looks like my team has been at work trading cars, acquiring cars. We've got a lot of new inventory coming. Or new pre-owned inventory coming, including a C8R that I just traded and brought in from New York. So shout out to Jordan. Thank you so much for working with me and trading your car with us. The C8R is my favorite Corvette color scheme ever produced in hypersonic gray with a strike yellow interior. So I'm hoping I can bring that to you guys if we don't sell it before sometime next week. See what I can get for you there. And then in terms of build it with Brandon, I know I haven't had a ton of custom builds coming at you guys lately. I wanted to give a special shout out to Cliff. Cliff built his 1LT with me. It's one of the last 2025 models, custom built models that I got in. And a lot of you guys have been asking me for a really good build it with Brandon segment on a nice budget car rather than a fully loaded 3LZ convertible Z06, which I do love. And I was really hoping I would get to feature Cliff's car on there, but as it would happen, we went to Carlisle. We were going to do his delivery on my day back, and unfortunately, while we were away at Carlisle, some kind of nasty flu bug made its way through my coworkers and wound up with me. I had to call out sick that day, which I almost never do. But Cliff, I'm really sorry I wasn't there in person. Really happy that you're happy with the car. Incredibly grateful for you working with me for all the interactions. I know we're going to meet at some point, but I really did want to feature that car before it left. That's just due to scheduling conflicts and everything, but I will hope to have some more custom builds for you guys. We're actually reviewing on the channel soon. But again, special shout out to Cliff because you've been a pleasure to work with. You've been a complete gentleman the whole way. And I really did want to feature that car, and I really did want to meet you in person, but alas, it's been an interesting and kind of wild month. So we'll have some more custom deliveries coming for you guys there. In other news, and in big news, probably the number one thing you guys are all asking about right now, especially if you are a Z06 owner, buyer, potential buyer, we found out Thursday night at Carlisle as we were going out to dinner with the engineers from GM that GM did issue a stop sale on the Z06s and the ZR1s, essentially anything with the 5.5 liter flat plane crank engine. I don't want to speak out of school on it because I don't know all of the specifics, but excuse me. It does sound like it's going to be a quick fix. Don't take that as gospel. That's just kind of what I heard from some inside sources. We'll see how quickly that actually pans out. But yes, all Z06s, both new and pre-owned, are grounded as per GM. So we can't sell them. We can take deposits on them if we work out the structure of the deal and everything. And the timing really sucks too because it's been so hard to get Z07s in, and I actually have a pre-owned Z07 with I think like 300 miles on it in my showroom. So reach out to me if you're interested. We can talk reservations and potential future deals as soon as GM lifts that. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty easy fix. I don't want to put anybody on blast, but some pretty well-connected people said to me, hey, it's actually a pretty easy fix with what we need to do, and it should go pretty quickly. But then again, I'm not GM. I'm not their PR. I'm not their legal team. I don't know what hoops do or don't have to be jumped through. So all in all, we don't have. It's not like anybody could just walk in and buy ZR1s anyway. So that's not as big of a deal to the general public. But the Z06s, yes, they are grounded. We do have our 25s on the ground. When that gets lifted, we will still be discounting the remaining 2025s heavily. I assume we'll be getting 2026s in shortly after the stop sale is lifted and the remedy is distributed by GM. But yes, that is a thing. So hopefully that'll get fixed soon. We can resume business as normal. In the meantime, we have plenty of E-Rays. We also just started getting replenished on 2026 Stingrays. we are almost sold out of 2025 Stingrays. We might have one or two left floating around, but they got snatched up pretty quickly. I think I might even still have one 1LT left, maybe in blue, maybe in white. But either way, if that's something you're interested in, reach out to me. All my contact info is in the notes as always, but most of you guys probably already have it. So yes, still plenty of Z06s, Stingrays and E-Rays. I am still building Z06s. There's nothing to stop me from building them and submitting them with GM. We just cannot release them for sale yet. So if you are looking to build a 2026 Stingray, E-Ray, or Z06, definitely reach out to me. Been running and gunning. It's been a good few months for me, but I'm getting to the tail end of a lot of my custom builds, so I'm looking to replenish that. Plenty of slots open. Did get my first 2026 Z07 order successfully submitted. So again, Bill and Jackie, you guys are some of my favorite clients to work with. Absolutely appreciate you coming back to me with your business. That Roswell green is going to look phenomenal. But anybody else, especially if you were at Carlisle and you got a peek at the new colors, the new interiors, I don't know how many of you guys saw me go live when I was there. Did it very briefly, didn't want to sneak away for too long, but got to see in person some of the ZR1s and the ZR1Xs. I've said it before, I am over the moon about that Roswell green, especially once you see it in the sun. Absolutely phenomenal color. We're bringing back Blade Silver. I think the nicest one that I saw was the Blade Silver ZR1X with the asymmetrical interior and the asymmetrical racing stripes. That looked absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so if you guys are looking to put a build through, it actually, I don't want to say anything for certain, but it looks like maybe due to the retooling at the factory, I'm not really sure, but it looks like builds are going through very, very quickly. That Z07 that I got submitted went to 3,300 status in almost record time, so it looks like they are chugging right along there at the plant in Bowling Green. So again, reach out to me, text me, email me, call me. We can go over custom builds and what it looks like to get that submitted. What else do I have for you guys? Let's see here. We are trying to flush the remainder of our 2025 inventory. Obviously, Z06 is being on hold, but especially if you're eyeing up a 2025 E-Ray or Stingray, reach out to me. We are discounting them heavily. A lot of things kind of depend on the structure of the deal of how heavily we can do that, but I would be more than happy to put something together. Reach out to me, text me, call me, email me, whatever. I would love to get those off my lot, make plenty of room for the 2026 inbound units, and I know my management team would too. Now, the other thing, the rumor keeps on getting pushed back a little bit about the online configurator going live for 2026. I was told it would go live today. The rumors were that it would go live today, and I know when I checked this morning and then in the early afternoon, it had not gone live yet. I haven't checked in the last few hours. I don't know if that has changed, but it sounds like it's going to happen soon. Love the folks at GM, but this is kind of the cadence every year. They open up the building cycle before they actually update the online configurator with the pricing guide going live. Does not appear to have happened yet, but crossing our fingers that that happens very, very soon, because that not only gives you guys more access and transparency to what those 26 builds are going to look like, but it makes our jobs a lot easier as salesmen and saleswomen. Jack, your cigar is performing perfectly. It's not that it keeps going out, it's just that I'm talking and going over a lot of these points, so I am thoroughly enjoying this. Thank you again. Let's see. Got the 2026s. Yes. So, concerning the 2026s, this is my second year, rounding out my second year, about to go into my third in the Corvette world. And one thing that I have learned very quickly just from 2 years in it is there tends to be the same cadence with a lot of customers looking for something, especially in the beginning when a new interior or a new color or a new option comes out. A lot of people say, hey, I'm looking for 3LT convertible, and it's got to be this exterior color and this interior color, and I want this color stitching, and I also want stealth interior trim, and I want black exhaust tips, and it's the most particular build in the world. And that's why we have custom orders. And I'm happy to put those through. Then a lot of people say, no, I don't want to wait. Then do it as soon as possible. The sooner you put in your order, the sooner you put in that custom order, the sooner we will have a car on the ground. But the odds of saying, hey, I want blade silver paint and habanero interior in a convertible with 18 different options already there and on your lot, the more options you add and the more specific you get, the lower your chances of finding that build. And that's not just with my dealership, that's nationwide just due to the math. So rather than saying, well, let me know if you get this one permutation of 18 different combinations of options, call me when you get it, I'll get it when you order it. And that's my favorite part of the job. And better yet, that's the most enjoyable part of the build or of the buying process, is actually speccing out your own custom car. So rather than waiting for something that has a 0.082% chance with all the different combinations of coming in by happenstance and one of the dealers having your number and calling you and saying, yep, it just so happened, just put your custom order in and I'll get it as soon as humanly possible. So yeah, definitely do that one. And then I wanted to go over Corvettes at Carlisle, the biggest Corvette gathering in the world. This is my second year going. It was absolutely a blast, aside from all of us getting sick. Lee came into it a little sick on the tail end of things. Dane caught it halfway through, it looked like, and then I kind of got wiped out on the tail end of it. Luckily, drove home Saturday night, but was absolutely floored Sunday and Monday with a fever and some other things. But barring that, aside from that, it was a great time. I really, really do love the chance to actually meet clients in person, especially people who I've done remote deals with. I love when people come up and say, hey, it's me, so-and-so. You sold me a car 9 months ago, but we never met in person because you shipped it to Missouri or wherever it is. But I love, there's something very gratifying about shaking hands, looking somebody in the eye and saying, oh yeah, you're that guy who I talked with. Now I can put a face to a name and a name to a face. So really enjoyed meeting everybody or seeing everybody again. Shout out to Jim for your first Corvettes at Carlisle event in your I believe it was a 16, the yellow one. I'm glad you had a great time. But there is great camaraderie. There is great fellowship. There's great discussions to be had. And it's all around just a great time for enthusiasts. I got a little bit of Corvette gear myself. Got to meet some VIPs in terms of not only the GM team with the engineers, the product management team. Shout out to Harlan Charles for stopping by the tent and signing some posters. And I even met Mike Furman, so shout out to the GOAT. You know, the OG Corvette salesman, had some encouraging words for me. Just an all-around nice, humble, encouraging guy. So that was a great time for me. But there was a lot that happened there. A lot of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cars, beautiful builds, beautiful interiors, fun combinations. It was a great time there. If you were there, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought, not only of the event, but if you stopped by, what did you think of the selection of cars that we brought at Ciocca? I got a great chance to drive a black E-Ray that was wrapped in stealth PPF, that was convertible. Got to take it home. My kid had an absolute blast. I dropped him off to daycare in it. His friends went nuts. Got to actually have my first extended driving session with an E-Ray. That just solidified, man, that is absolutely the car that I want to get once I'm in a position to do so. Absolutely loved that one. But yeah, it was a great turnout. Thursday, the weather was a little shaky, a little overcast, a little windy, but Friday and Saturday, the main days, we had some absolutely phenomenal weather. From what everybody tells me, it's normally scorching there and you're sweating the whole time. That was not the case. We had absolutely perfect weather the entire time. It was a good time. I know we didn't get the normal Ciocca team out there in full force. We were transitioning at the store to a new operating system, so some of my managers had to stay behind. Sorry if you were looking forward to seeing any one of us that wasn't there, but those that were there, we had a great time with that one. Let's see, what else? I am still combing through the last bit of my emails. I think that think that I got to answer and return all of my texts, phone calls, and voicemails. Still combing through the last little bit of my emails, returning those. There has been a large pile of a large workload that I returned to. So if you're still waiting to hear back from me, I apologize. I'm working diligently on that one. I'll get back to it tomorrow. The other thing, I got a lot of phone calls, and the whole time I was at Carlisle, I was pretty much customer facing the whole time, which I loved. Um, I could not return every single phone call that didn't leave either a text message or a voicemail. If you're going to reach out to me, I love when people reach out, especially regarding new car sales or new builds. That's why I give out my cell phone. But please, if I don't pick up, it's probably because I'm either with a customer or with my family on my day off like today. Um, but please leave me a voicemail, leave me a text message, an email, a smoke signal, something, just so I know who you are and how I can best help you. Beyond that, I think that's just about everything I have for you guys. Again, bear with me as I try to get some fresh new content coming to you. I'm going to have inventory walks. I'm going to have updates for 2026, new infotainment, new builds, new interiors, new options, so on and so forth. I know August has been a light month, so again, I really appreciate you guys sticking with me. Appreciate all the birthday love that I got. So thank you for everybody who wished me happy birthday. We're sent in, a cigar for that. Much appreciated. As always, if you enjoy these updates or obviously my more professional videos that are edited by the team, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That will give you the notifications of not only when I have new content, but when I'm doing live stuff like this. Also want to get some FAQs soon, just to hear from you guys and to try to see what kind of content or what type of answers you're looking for. Excuse me. I don't know how I'm going to format that yet. I don't know if that's going to be a live Q&A. I don't know if I'm going to take stuff, but I am trying to think of fresh, new content, new avenues to bring you guys some entertaining stuff. Reach out to me with those builds. Need to replenish the pipelines, and there's going to be plenty of fun stuff to do. Let me know what you're hoping to see in the future. 2026 is wide open for the model year. Going to have plenty of fresh new stuff coming. The only thing I didn't get to see at Carlisle, I believe, was that new E-Ray spoiler, the high wing option. So hopefully we'll get some stuff in with that too. But as always, thank you guys so much for tuning into Let's Vet. I am actually going to sit down and enjoy this cigar so it doesn't keep going out. Thank you again to Jack. Thank you to everybody who sent me cigars. Thank you to everybody who tunes in, likes, subscribes, comments. And again, don't be afraid to interact in those comments section. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you want to see. I'm going to be back at it tomorrow. I'll be in the office all day from 9 to 7. Got a lot to hammer out in terms of existing deals, but I will return those emails as soon as I can. Keep reaching out to me. Overall, especially in hindsight with Carlisle, closing out my second year. I think I'm coming up on my anniversary with Sioka in about 2 weeks. But overall, again, just in hindsight, the Corvette community as a whole is such a special place, such a unique place, such a very immersive place with all the content to digest, all the information to take in and to learn. But overall, really, really, really never could have guessed the degree to which I would be interacting with the Corvette community 2 years ago when I came into this. So as always, just tons of gratitude, huge heartfelt thank you for letting me be a part of this. And thank you for trusting me with your business with both new and pre-owned Corvette sales. If there's anything I can do, as always, feel free to reach out to me on my cell phone, 856-534-4006. The email is BNeuberger@ciokaauto.com. All my contact information is going to be in the notes here. But as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Let's Vet. I'll have more coming for you soon, and I'll catch you next time.